believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We are live here in beautiful Aztec, New Mexico. It's Aztec High School taking on crosstown rival and district rival. It's the Kirtland Central Broncos. You're listening to Desert Sports Live, here live. As our game will start at 10:30, Albert Velarde, Stephen Parks, our production crew, Corey Kitchens, and Jacob Olguin. Stephen, you always like to see, I know some coaches are split on this. Some coaches want to play their district foes preseason to see where they're at and the things they need to improve on going into district. And then some coaches are like, I don't even want to see them till district. Where do you fall on that?
Well, you know, whenever I was coaching, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like to see the team except in district. And that was just because let's say, let's just run this scenario. Let's say you beat that team tonight. Let's say you beat them the first game in district. And then you get to that second game in district, and let's say it comes down to that you got to win that game in order to get a playoff berth or to put yourself in a position. And it is, I guess where I'm going to that is it is so difficult to beat a team 3 times in a season. It's hard to beat a team twice. But whenever you got to beat them 3 times in a season, it just makes it that much more tough. So me personally, I didn't like seeing the teams out, and we would do the same thing because when I coached soccer, we'd have Farmington and PV come to our soccer tournament, and sometimes we'd have to face them there, and then we'd have to play them twice in district. That was whenever they were all in the same district. But, you know, honestly, tonight for these guys, between Kirtland and Aztec, this is going to give you a really good understanding of where you sit within the district playing each other.
Aztec, no doubt about it, has some really good players, Stephen. I think it's just kind of finding themselves, putting it all together. And Kirtland, every time we've seen Kirtland play this season, Stephen, they have been in every game, and then they hit around that third quarter, fourth quarter trip up, and that's really been, I guess if you want to call it a downfall in a game where they get behind. It's happened to them a number of times, so this Kirtland team is pretty talented. They just got to figure out how to put it together the same way on the other side.
Well, yeah, we saw this Kirtland team play against Page, Arizona, and they went into double overtime, so we've seen them already play a couple of tough games. But go ahead, why don't you name off their starters?
That's right. Number 1, it's Angel Acosta. Number 10, it's Landon Lee. Number 11, Isaiah Dan. Number 20 is going to be Colin Brady. And number 33 is Cooper Clark. That's your starting lineup for the Kirtland Central Broncos. They're in all black and gold, trimmed in purple. And now here comes the Aztec Tigers.
All right, here we go. The starters for Aztec. Number 1, Edgar Hinos Perez. Number 5, Alejandro Valerio. Number 10, Christian Hackes. Number 15, Cameron Sosi. And number 23, Ethan Hanks.
Well, Stephen, I mean, no doubt about it. If Aztec can get Perez going at the quarterback spot, the point guard position, he does a great job distributing the ball to his teammates. You know, some other kids that we're going to see some big things out of that we've seen in the last game was number 10, Christian Hackes was a big piece, and so was Cameron Sosi down low. He took a lot of three-point shots in the first game, didn't follow up a lot of those, cleaned it up yesterday. It was a different-looking team, but, you know, and expect some things from Braylon Phelps, too, for the Aztec Tigers.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, Christian Hackes and Perez definitely need to be on the court for Aztec. They got in foul trouble the other night when they played, and it really hurt them going into that second half. But you got Sosi, and Sosi might not be the tallest guy out there, but he is going to make the tallest guy have to work, you know, and he does a great job. He positions himself well. He gets to the basket. So, you know, this starting lineup for Aztec, pretty tough starting lineup.
Here we go. Jump ball goes to Kirtland. They'll bring it up court. It's number 20, Brady. Quick jump shot right there at the free throw line, and he gets it right in to get Kirtland on the board.
That was a nice take. Here comes Aztec back down the court on their offensive end for their first possession. And they will swing. Oh, they're going to call an. Oh, my goodness. And Christian Hackus. Oh, no, they called 15. They called Sosi. It must have been on the pick. I thought they were calling Hackus, and kind of surprised me, but that was on the pick. So Sosi picks up his first foul. Kirtland will get the ball over here on the out-of-bounds line.
Must have been a moving foul.
Yeah, I didn't see. I was watching Hackus, but he tried to set that pick, I guess, and got the foul.
Aztec playing tough defense right now. Kirtland 2-0 is the lead. 7:30 on the clock. Beautiful right-hand layup yet again for Kirtland Central. That was Dan, so it's 4-0 the lead. Here comes Aztec.
Well, and that on defense right there, you see Dan just go right around Hengst. I was talking, yesterday to Coach D a little bit about that, and there's a shot that goes up, no good, rebound Aztec. And you've got to move your feet on defense. You cannot let your guy penetrate like that, or else it costs the rest of the team has to move to get in position. There's a shot by Hanks, no good. Nice rebound and put back by Christian Hackus. If you're Kirtland right now and you're Coach Corley, you're saying, I need you guys to box out. Christian was untouched underneath the basket, wide open to get that rebound and put it back in, and that's the guy you want in that position.
Cuts the lead to 2 now. 4-2 the lead for Kirtland Central. 6:40 on the clock. Do we have a clock today?
No.
We don't. Okay.
We don't have a clock up, do we, Corey? No, we don't.
We'll mention it here on the broadcast, as Corey and I had to do that as well last night. Steven ditched us, said, I'm tired of seeing your guys' face. I'm going to go spend time with my wife, and I can't say I blame Steven for that. He's back in the saddle today. Corey on production. Jake Olguin on production, and we should have the athletic director joining us here pretty soon in David Sweet. Here comes Hackus. They said flopping. That's what they called. They called a flop.
I watched that whole thing happen. I disagree with that. Like, he took a shot on the pick. He put his head back. That was absolutely I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I was confused by the call as well. They changed it, though. The officials got together. David now on the headset. What happened there? What did you see, David?
I did not see that one, if I'm being completely honest. I wish I would have, though. I love the flopping call.
The pick, he got the pick, and he hit Perez in the chest, and Perez threw his head back like that, and then moved out of the way, and he started to call him for flopping, but he just took a hard hit. I mean, he probably did throw his head back a little bit, but I wouldn't have called that flopping.
Well, that's part of the game, isn't it? Here comes the Tigers again. Hackus with the floater, missed it, too soft off the front end of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Stays with Aztec. 4-2 still your score with 6:14, and Kirtland's going to call an early timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back to listen to Desert Sports Live.
Well, I guess we're not taking a timeout. We've got some technical
Hey, how about
difficulties.
psych? We wanted to psych everybody out. So, David, we've seen Aztec play these last 2 games, and we've seen some improvement since game 1 on Thursday night. Yesterday, Aztec came out and played a pretty tough game. Missed some very easy layups, some simple shots. What do you think Coach D had a conversation with his team last night?
Yeah, we talked a lot. We kind of talked shop. I really miss coaching sometimes, but we got to talk shop and talk about a couple things just to work on. A lot of it revolves around kind of the small things, right? The things that nobody thinks about that are extremely important in the game of basketball. The boxing out, the finishing. We talked about some drills that could be done in practice and whatnot. So I'm excited to see them kind of come out today and see what more improvement we have. And what a great opportunity, right? District opponent, and this is kind of going to be something that he gets to look forward to and see where his team stacks up against somebody inside of his own district. So that can be good and bad, because the reality is now we also have to play this team 3 times. So
Steven and I were just talking about that. I asked Steven his personal opinion about, would you like to see a team? I told him the coaches are split 50-50. You'd like to see them before district, and most coaches would like to not see them until district. There's a left-hand floater by Perez for his first points of the night. We're tied up 4-4. Here comes Kirtland. 5:38 left on the clock in the first quarter, and Steven flat out said, I'm one of those guys on the other side. I don't want to see him until district.
Yep. Well, and the reality of it is, like, I would agree with Steven there. Like, I don't really like seeing those teams until I get to district, just because I want there to be some sense of mystery when we play. Because the reality of it is, you're going to know that team whether you play them or not. You're going to watch so much film that you should know their calls, you should know their plays, you should know what they're going to run, and you should be prepping your kids for what they're going to see on the floor.
Well, and it's just hard to beat a team 3 times in a season.
Yep.
I mean, and it gets in the kids' heads a little bit, I think. You know, like if you're the team that's lost twice, guess what you're going to do? You know, you're going to be like, I want to win this one. You know, this is our turn. You know, and it puts a lot of pressure. I don't know. I just would prefer just to see him in district. Oh man, a breakdown on defense. Oh, and then he misses, gets his own rebound and puts it back up. That was Angel Acosta.
6-4 the lead for Kirtland Central with 5 minutes to go. Here is Hackus off the board, had a wide open shot, missed it, will steal it back. And now here comes the Tigers. It is number 22, that's Brooks, and he'll lay it up and in for a beautiful shot after the steal back from Hackus, and that's what you see out of Hackus, Steven. That's what Aztec needs for this team. I feel like he's the driving force of how hard Aztec plays in each game.
Well, he's not afraid to be what I call a blue-collar player. He doesn't mind putting the work in, and if he screws up, you're going to see him try and make up for it. Whether he does that phenomenally or not, he's going to bust his butt down to the other end of the floor.
Yeah, the hard part for Hackus is he tends to get in foul trouble quick, and they need him on the court. I've noticed today that he's playing that hardcore defense, but he's definitely keeping his distance so he's not getting some of those fouls that the game on Thursday night. He had 3 fouls in the first half and was out that whole third quarter, and you've got to have him on the court. He's a difference maker. He changes the whole complexion of the team when he's on the court. So it's good to see him staying away from that foul territory so far.
Let's tie it up 6-6 with 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Aztec bringing the ball up court. It is Valerio. Valerio left-hand dribble, looking to float it up. Beautiful step through and lays it off the glass for his first point of the night, his first bucket. This is an 8-6 lead. Aztec's first lead of the game tonight. Here comes Kirtland Central. They're going to slow things down. This is what we were talking about earlier, Steven and I. Beautiful turnaround jump shot off the glass, just missed it. Now he's going to draw the foul. But Steven and I were talking about how Kirtland has been in every game this year. It's just kind of hit some hiccups here. Let's see if they can get things going in this game against Aztec. And they're going to send number 11 to the free throw line. That is Isaiah Dan for his first free throws of the night. And Phelps will draw his first foul of the game.
Up and in. You know, and Isaiah Dan did a good job driving in there, but if you're Coach Kohler, I think you want to tell him, hey, you need to square up and take that shot. I don't want you spinning in the air trying to shoot the ball.
Well, you know, you and I got an opportunity to talk to Coach Erica Martinez, the girls' assistant coach for the Aztec Tigers. And we were talking about how these kids, you teach them just fundamental basics all week long in practice, and then they get out on the court, and it's like they completely forget about everything they worked on. We talked to Coach D last night. You talked to him on Thursday. I got to talk to him last night, and it was just like we were talking about with these kids and the struggles of keeping the energy from practice out on the court. You've seen that a lot tonight, these last couple of days. Just simple mechanics, just needing to adjust.
Well, it seems to me a lot of these kids at this level, they want to get that steal. They want to get that steal. They want to reach in and try to take the ball away. And it's like, just move your feet, let the out-of-bounds line. Nice jumper, no good. Good rebound. Perez goes up, no good on that one, but he will be fouled. But if you move your feet on defense, right down here, they just got the ball back because he dribbled out of bounds. And you just use the out-of-bounds line as your help. That's going to be on number 25, Tyler Harrison. And Perez will be going to the line for his first free throw attempts of the day.
Well, and how aggressive is Perez? He's working the center. He's working down low underneath the basket to get rebounds. And he was the one that did the tip-off for the Tigers. So it shows you what Coach D thinks of Perez. That guy can jump out of the building. Very talented is Perez. Missed his first free throw. We had this kind of trouble all week long. That time he makes it in. And, Steven, you talked about the importance of making free throws and how that keeps you in a game.
Yep, so we're going to have a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American equipment.
Welcome back. Oh, we got a little screech in our ears here. Hopefully you all can't hear that on the other end. 9-7 your score. Here comes Kirtland Central. Aztec leads this game. 3:28 on the clock in the first quarter. Here's the Kirtland Central Broncos trying to tie it up or possibly take the lead. It's the first lead Aztecs had in this game. It's a 9-7 lead. Here's Kirtland waiting patiently. Number 11 with the ball, that's Dan. Right-hand dribble, kicks it back out to Begay. Begay thought about taking a three-point shot, thought better of it. Here's number 25, though. Nice arch right off the end of the rim in Harrison. Long rebound, Kirtland. Aztec did not box out, but still that was a long rebound for Kirtland. Just kind of fell into his hands. Another shot blocked. That was blocked by Phelps, and now here comes Phelps on the other end off the glass. Too hard, but rebounded Perez. Perez back up, and that time it's good.
Wow, Perez just goes right over the top and grabs that rebound.
It's 5 points on the night for Perez, and Aztec extends their lead 11-7. Boy, Perez can make some things happen, David.
Backside skip. That was a bad pass, but that was there.
And he fired it all the way from one side of the court to the other. Nice job by Kirtland. Oh, should have been a foul, wasn't. And here comes the Aztec Tigers with the ball on the turnover. It's Phelps. Phelps gets it over to Hackes. Hackes left-hand dribble. Steven, Aztec has a lead, 11-7, playing some solid defense right now. It's Hackes.
Yep, here comes Hackes. He's going to take the long two-point shot. It's going to go off the back of the rim. Man, Perez is just getting after it underneath the basket, isn't he? He's not even the tall guy, and he is out jumping people underneath there, but it's going to be a jump ball. It will go to Kirtland.
Kid's got springs for legs, too.
Yeah,
so.
He sure does. Man, that kid can jump out of the building in Perez. Number 23 checks in for the Aztec Tigers. That's Ethan Hangst. And Kirtland Central will inbound the ball. It's going to be number 12. That's Boy. He gets it to the point guard and captain, number 5, Ethan Begay. Begay trying to get it across the timeline. He does. He gets double teamed. Ball goes out of bounds. Knocked out by Perez defensively. 1:38 on the clock in the first period. We're still at 11-7. And now number 14, that's Xavier Wilson, checks in for the Tigers. They're going to give Perez a break. Let's see if that's the break Kirtland needs here, David, with Perez going out of the game. See what the defense has mixed up for the Kirtland Central Broncos here. 11-7. Kirtland Central looking to get another score on the board here. They've done a good job getting it down low, but Aztec's done an even better job by covering up the player down low. There's a three-point shot. It's missed, rebounded by the Tigers, and now here comes Hackes. Phelps trying to set up a screen. He'll go the other way with the ball. It's Valerio. And Kirtland playing some nice defense.
That was a carry.
Hackes with the ball. Tough defense being played on him. He's going to be cornered.
Offensive charge called against 14. That's Xavier Wilson. Just not set.
Yep, he was moving his feet. Good call by the official, and he didn't make it hard on him. He did it right in front of the official. So a turnover by the Tigers with less than 55 seconds on the clock here in the first period. It's 11-7. And I think, Steven, you got our sound figured out here?
Hopefully. Been working on it. Yeah, this Aztec team, I should say, is a
great pass.
Yeah, you're going to get that foul. You're going to get that foul call every time. Or I should say 99% of the time.
Jumping like Edgar, man.
Yeah.
You're going across that guy's arm every time.
So Hanks comes into the game. He draws his first foul pretty quick. That's going to send number 10. That's Landon Lee with 2 points on the game thus far. Right-handed shooter. He's a senior for Kirtland Central. There's a first shot. It's up and it's good. So put 3 points on the board now for Landon Lee. Cuts the Aztec lead to 11-8, looking to make it a 2-point lead with this next free throw. He's ready to go is the right-handed shooter. It's up. And it's good, nothing but net. He has beautiful form, guys, when he's shooting a free throw. Here comes Hackett's for the Tigers. It's an 11-9 lead, 33 seconds left in the first quarter. That is an unforced turnover. Just threw it right to his hands and then drew the foul. So if you are Phelps right there, I know you want to throw your hands up, but you did not have to touch him on that.
Yeah, when you jump up, even with your arms straight up in the air, and you go body to body, they're going to call that foul. So.
No, and it's not even that he's jumping up; he's jumping forward. So going back to that conversation we had last year about that cylinder, that cylinder applies whether you're moving or not. So if you jump forward, you're out of your cylinder. You are displacing another person with your body. So it's the same concept. He essentially has to be set and be at the point where when he jumps straight up, any contact that's made is not initiated by him.
Well, he misses his first free throw, does Landon Lee, looking to get another one in as he was 2 for 2 at that point. Now 2 for 3, make that 3 for 4, and that shot is good. So it's a 1-point lead now for the Aztec Tigers. 11-10 your score. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Stephen, here comes the Aztec Tigers as it'll be Phelps to inbound here to Hackus.
Yeah, what I was going to say is this Aztec team's a different team whenever you have Hackus and Perez out on the court, and so far neither one of them has a foul, and that's what they're going to need to do here. I mean, I'm impressed with how Aztec's playing right now. They're running things well, is what I'm saying. And they're getting the correct rotation in there. They're not having to leave a bunch of the same guys out on the court for the whole first half like they did the other night. And you can see the difference in the play.
Yeah, he's going to call Boy for a foul, and you can see Kirtland's coach and the player like, what do you mean? I got a hold of the ball. It should have been a jump ball, but the official called a foul, so if you're an Aztec fan, you're loving that. 10 seconds left.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
It was a bad pass. And there you go. Here comes Kirtland on the 2-on-1. Missed a wide open layup. Missed another shot. Rebounded by the Tigers. That is Sosi, and we're going to run out of time. So we'll take a quick break. It's an 11-10 lead for Aztec into the first quarter.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
All right, we are back as we get set to start this second quarter where Aztec leads 11-10 over Kirtland. And we were kind of talking a little bit, and this is my opinion, but they're gonna have to clean up some of this passing. I mean, you get in that hot potato type passing thing, and it costs you right there. Phelps had a pass in the middle that got stolen, and then Sosi almost got it stolen on that rebound. It's like, just hold on to that ball, make a good pass. And
at least it's on both sides.
Cole Boy was not ready for that pass. Yeah, you're right. I think right now it's just that's a huge thing that's happening in this game is the passing is just not where it needs to be.
I had a great coach when I was younger. He always told me you got to fake a pass to make a pass. You can't just telegraph and tell everybody where you're trying to go.
Well, and a lot of these passes that Aztec or Kirtland's getting off to their teammates they're high, they're low bounce passes that are going off the shins and the kneecaps, and it's on both sides. So you're right, they got to clean that up pretty quick. I
would really love to see Aztec take a little bit more advantage of the big guy in the middle right now with Sosi. They don't have the size matchup with him, but he's not doing a very good job of sealing that low man. And if he could do that, I'm telling you right now, they could probably get 10 to 15 points right now with the setup that they have in the game. There's no one on the floor that can match his size and weight right now.
Yeah, and Sosi, he's very smooth with the ball too. He turns and squares up, makes good shots. That's a nice cut to the basket, nice pass. As number 5, Ethan Begay gets his first bucket of the game.
It's a 13-12 lead. We're in the second period. 6:55 on the clock. Oh, Perez almost with the turnover. Yep, he did. They're going to say he stepped over, and that was an unforced error for the Aztec Tigers. And that is really, if you're going to make some noise in district, guys, you got to clean that up. I mean, that's just, I know we're talking no-brainer stuff here, but I mean, seriously, I mean, those are simple things that just have to be cleaned up.
Yeah, but you look at what led to that too, and we dribbled into a trap instead of backing out, and then by the time we needed to back out, it was so late that we're already in a situation where we're surrounded by opposing team.
Oh, here comes the Tigers. They're trying to get a handle on the ball. It's Perez now over to Valerio, back to Perez. We haven't seen Perez take a whole lot of shots tonight, but he's got 5 points, and there's another turnover.
Another bad pass.
Blocked by Perez. Great hustle to get down the court. And that's going to be blocked and then knocked out of bounds by Kirtland Central with 6:22 left to go, and it's a 13-12 lead for the Aztec Tigers over Kirtland Central.
Yeah, they're right now. I can't keep track. I don't have time to keep track of turnovers, but I'd be curious to see what the turnovers are right now. I mean, it's just one turnover after another for both of these teams.
I might be able to look at ours specifically at halftime, but I don't know that I'll have Kirtland's.
But you know what I mean? It's like some of these things are easy things to clean up, and that's only going to help you going forward. And I know that's why we're playing these games right now, right? Like, district is the focus. These are to get prepared for that. But, you know, you got to take a good look at that and say, how do we clean this up?
Great
nice
pass.
Dump pass underneath from Acosta to Dan for a nice, easy bucket.
Well, and David, Steven and I were talking, Kirtland Central always finds themselves in the games. It's like the second half when things kind of fall apart for them. Every game that we've seen Kirtland Central play in this year, and I think we've seen 4 or 5 of them, the games that they played, they are right there to win the game, aren't they, Steven? And just somehow something just kind of comes loose, the screws come unloose a little bit, and they kind of lose the lead, and then they lose themselves in the later game. And if Kirtland can get those things cleaned up, and I was telling them, Aztec is the same way. If both of these teams can get cleaned up, and they better, because Bloomfield looks fantastic.
Yeah,
they look like a team that could probably even get to the state championship this year in Bloomfield High School.
Travel. Well, and you know, hearing that, and then just based off some of the stuff that I'd seen, I'd say that sounds like a conditioning situation to where we're getting into those late games, and you are, you know, I mean, you guys know how it is. You get in a game like this, you're giving everything you can possibly give. By the end of the game, you're drained.
You're gassed.
And not just physically, but mentally.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's when you start making those little mistakes.
Hey, David Sweet, I think Steven would say, not one of my soccer teams, pal. We're in tip-top shape, buddy.
That's right. That's not how we rolled.
I don't coach that way, Stephen Parks is saying. My girls are ready day one.
Well, I mean, you talk to successful coaches, and one of the things that they do is they do essentially a training portion of their practice where you are meant to be doing these things that they're asking you to do in late game situations while they're tired. And if they're not doing that, like, okay, how are you helping your team when it comes to that situation? Are you putting them in the right position they need to be in to win? Are you putting them in a situation where they have to learn how to deal with not only being tired physically and mentally, but are you forcing them now to make free throws while they're tired? Are you forcing them to make their layups while they're tired? Because that's where those breakdowns happen. right? Are we missing out on points? Are we missing out on defensive stops because we're tired? And if we are, how do we adjust that when we get to practice time? And that's something for every team, right? You should be working on that to improve overall aspect of the game.
Well, and it's just like, correct me if I'm wrong, that one's up and in, and that's good. 15-15 is your score now, as we are tied up. But, you know, like, isn't that why you go through a whole practice, run sprints, do all that stuff, and then you make them shoot free throws at the end of practice? When they're tired, they're exhausted mentally, physically, they've been having to work on things, they've been having to think about things. That's where you try to fix some of that stuff.
So it's going to go against Acosta. That's first foul of the night for Kirtland Central. And we're tied up 15-15 in the second period. 4:53 on the clock in this district, non-district matchup right now.
Good right hand from Hawkins there.
Yep. Aztec extends their lead from Hackett. Was that a two-pointer?
Yeah.
That's two, right?
Yeah,
I missed that one. So he's got 4 now on the night.
And Kirtland is having a lot of success getting into the middle of the court on Aztec.
Well, that's because they're in a 3-2 right now. They're not in a 2-3, so there's nobody in the middle. They're extending the top of that lane, which I can kind of understand. Of course, right now, Kirtland is kind of matching that with a too low look. And what's happening because of that they're actually not seeing is a wide open wing pass when they get into the lane.
Well, and the only reason that Kirtland is not probably leading this game right now is they just are struggling to get the ball in the basket. I mean, they're getting good looks right underneath the basket. That was an offensive rebound as well, put back, and still missed it. And I, you know, Coach Corley, he's a great coach. They're making adjustments on the fly, and they're finding those open guys in the middle.
Which, and I'll say part of that too, man, it's hard to come in because this is his first year in Kirtland, right?
It's his first year as the boys coach. He was helping with the girls,
That's a hard thing to do, man, to take over a program and be successful in your first year. And right now, like, I give him credit for this. They're nowhere near as good as they're going to be, but it's impressive to see where they're at right now from him taking over this year.
Yeah, and we used to, I guess we're on a break. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and finish that thought.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
It's a 19-15 lead. It's a 4-point lead for the Aztec Tigers with 3:54 left to go, second period. Steven, here comes Kirtland Central.
Yep, here comes, who's that boy running the point for Kirtland. Aztec now back into that man-to-man defense, and as you see, Kirtland's already made the adjustments. They come out, they're running that offense, and I guarantee you they're looking for that cutter. That's a nice drive by Dan, nice pump fake. Yep, that was a nice job, but just once again, didn't finish. Kirtland's getting some great looks at the basket. They really are. They're not getting it in the bucket.
I mean, they've had fantastic opportunities. And down low, just like what David was mentioning earlier, they're keeping the ball out on the perimeter, and they're passing it around until that center or whoever's going to replace the center sneaks on down low. And it's just a simple go up strong off the glass, lay it in. But Kirtland's just had too much on the ball. And unfortunately for Kirtland, it just hasn't gone in. We say that all the time. It sounds so elementary to say, but literally they've had excellent shots, available shots, and they just haven't gone.
Off-ball foul called against Kirtland there. That was a good call.
I didn't see it, but yeah, he called that push.
That's Dan's first of the night for Kirtland Central. Here comes Hackett Steven with the Aztec Tigers up 19-15.
Yep, Hackett's going to swing the ball to the far side of the court. Now you got that 1-3-1. That was a great opportunity there to get up down that baseline. You got to swing that ball faster. I mean, they did the right thing, but you got to swing the ball, and your cutter's got to hit at the right time. That's a perfect opportunity on that 1-3-1 defense right there.
Well, I think part of the problem they're not swinging it faster is because they're not getting the passes that allow them to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to have a push foul.
Oh, they're going to call he jumped over the line.
Yeah, they're
number
gonna
one.
give him a warning for
line violation. I don't know what you call that.
It's not necessarily a lane violation. Well, and the reality of it is it can result in a technical. It's almost like a delay of game violation. So essentially, if he reaches across and touches the ball while Edgar has it, it's actually a technical foul.
Nice hustle by Kirtland Central's number 5 Begay knocking the ball out of bounds. But, you know, David, you mentioned earlier getting number 15. That is Cameron Sosi down low. You know, I'm almost thinking at the same time, get Phelps the ball down low as well.
The first game, of that. Yep.
We seen, Steven and I were here when Sosi was firing three-point shot after three-point shot. There's a beautiful right-hand layup for another bucket for Hackus. He's got 6 on the night and extends Aztec lead 21-15. Steven and I were here the first night for the Aztec game, and Sosi was firing three-point shot after three-point shot. He had them open looks, but they were just not going down. We did not hardly see a presence from Sosi down low in that traditional center position, but we've seen it today, or yesterday and today.
Yep.
So nice adjustment.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge advocate of those big guys shooting threes. I loved doing it when I was a big guy too, but at the same time, you have to adjust and figure out, okay, if this is not working for me right now and I'm not getting these shots to fall, how can I help my team? Right? What can I do that makes my team the most successful team we can be? And sometimes that means that, hey, I need to go down low, and that doesn't mean to not shoot those shots if you get an open look, but you got to put your team in the best position you can to win. Absolutely,
and I, you know, like I'm impressed right now with what's going on with Aztec, because you know they've been struggling, but Coach D seems to be rotating the players very nicely. They're either getting their breaks, you getting the right combinations on the floor, and here goes Hackus again down the middle.
Good kick.
Kicks it out to Phelps off the side of the rim. I'll tell you one thing that Corley is probably not happy with is that Kirtland's not boxing out well at all. Aztec is getting second and third opportunities on that offensive end. I bet you they're going to have a talk about that at halftime. They're doing a good job on the offensive end of finding those guys in the middle, but they're just not getting them in the bucket on the offensive end. Let's see what they can come up with here. Nice shot. Once again, off the rim. That was a good look. Nice little jumper.
I mean, Kirtland's shots have all been around the free throw line, perimeter, around in that area. They just have not been able to find the touch to it. It's either too short or too long, but there's Hackus. He's having himself a game, folks. He puts another bucket in with 8 points. He leads all scorers tonight on both teams, and it's a 23-15 lead in the second period with about a minute 15 to go. And, you know, Steven, you talked about the halftime stuff. You and I love talking about halftime adjustments. I mean, what is the adjustment for Kirtland? Just set your feet and get the ball in? I mean, you know what I mean? They got opportunity.
They finally get one in there.
You got to get a Tim Duncan going on.
Yeah.
My post coach in high school would be rolling right now if he saw me be that close and not use the backboard.
Yes.
That's a bad pass. Oh, boy.
Perez doing a great job. I love how he's been playing. And we're going to have a foul against Kirtland as Hackus was driving the lane. I'm assuming it's going to be a blocking foul against Kirtland. Let's see who they pop for that. And number 12 is going to get popped. That's Boy, and that's Cole Boy's second of the night for Kirtland. Are we in the bonus yet? We are not. One more away from bonus.
Two more.
Where am I looking? Oh, I'm on the wrong side.
44 seconds left in the half, so I don't know if we'll get there, but Aztec gets the ball in bounds. Phelps.
Oh, I thought he was going to pop it from there,
so
boys.
He wasn't ready when he caught it. That pass.
Yep. It hit the line.
It sure did.
We could see that one perfectly, couldn't we?
Yes, we could. 37 seconds, 23-17 is your score for Aztec over Kirtland Central in this, we like to call district yet non-district game early in this season. This is going to make things interesting, as you mentioned, David. They got to play each other 3 times. And
that's a great pass to the corner. And just got sealed
Nails it.
level.
I mean, no hesitation from Dan, and he buried the 3-point shot.
I don't know if you guys saw number 10 on that play, too. He just completely sealed Phelps there in the down corner of the defense, and there was no chance he was getting out for that 3-point attempt. Couldn't even contest it.
I got to tell you right now, boys, I am completely impressed with Edgar Munoz Perez right now. He is balling on both sides of the court. And I mean, I was talking to Coach D yesterday, and, you know, he was asking, you know, a couple of questions as coaches do. They want to know different things and different perspectives. And I told him, man, if Perez can get moving and take over that leadership role of this team along with Hackis, you're going to have something special this season. And we're starting to see a little bit of that form.
Follow by
Yeah, that was a good job.
your shot. Good job, kid.
It's his first bucket of the night. That's kind of wild to say that, isn't it? Oh!
Holy
Buried the
smokes.
three-point shot at the last second was Colin Brady to give Kirtland a 25. They're behind, I should say, two points. It's a 25-23 lead. We're at halftime. Folks, we're going to take a long extended break, 9 minutes. Yes, our mics are going to go off, but we're still on air. But hang tight. We're going to take a break for about 9 minutes, and we'll be right back. It's halftime. Aztec leads 25-23 over Kirtland Central.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Minute left here at halftime. It's a 25-23 lead. Your leading scorer for both sides is going to be number 11. That's Isaiah Dan. He's got 9 points for Kirtland Central, 7 points for Lee, 3 for Brady. Over on Aztec, you've got Hackis, Christian Hackis leading the Aztec Tigers in scoring with 8 points, 5 for Perez. Let's see if he can open it up. And then 4 for Hanks. So a number of turnovers in that first half for both teams, probably around, I mean, if you had to guess, maybe anywhere from 8 to 15 each, somewhere around in that realm. Steven, what do you think Kirtland's saying that they got to clean up? David, we'll go to you for Aztec. What do you got?
Well, I think Kirtland, well, on defense, they absolutely need to be boxing out. They're letting Aztec just get underneath and get to the basket and get all kinds of offensive rebounds. That's the one thing. On offense, I think they're running their offense extremely well. They're just not finishing. They're just not getting it in the bucket. I mean, they're finding the middle of the court, David, and it seems like they're getting a lot of shots right there, right in front of the basket, just not finishing.
Absolutely.
And Aztec, what do you think in that adjustment is?
I'm sure kind of similar with Steven. I think Aztec is doing really good on the offensive side of the boards because of the non-boxing out, but on the defensive side, I'm sure there's a conversation about boxing out, but I'm going to go back to their passes.
Yes.
They got to stop having sloppy, lazy passes, because right now that is killing them from having a much larger lead in this game because they keep throwing the ball away.
I agree with that. Passes are killing them.
That's a good drive and a good spin right there. Just didn't fall.
Yeah.
And is it me, or I can say this 100 times, Hackis can jump out of the building too. He's such a dynamic player. Steven mentioned it. When you have Hackis and you have Perez out on the floor, it's a different team. As Valerio gets the rebound, puts it up for his second bucket of the game. He's got 4 points, and Aztec extends their lead 27-23 with 7:15 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Of course, Aztec will play in the championship game tonight at 6 o'clock. And they will take on the Pedro Vista Lady Panthers. And then tonight at 7:30 is the championship game for the boys. Bloomfield will be taking on Bayfield, thank you. Space it off. And I'll tell you, Bloomfield looks darn good, guys. I mean, they look really, really good right now.
Well, that was a travel there. He was confused, but he changed his pivot foot is why he got called for the travel. I watched him switch to a different pivot foot. And Aztec will get the ball on that turnover. And that's what you were talking about in the first half, Albert, like the unforced errors. Like, it just kills you. But I'm excited because we're getting to see that's going to go off wide out of bounds. But we're getting to see the best of both these teams because nobody's really in foul trouble. They're rotating their players in and out. You're probably seeing a true representation of where both of these teams are at here today.
Yeah, you called it, Steven. 2 fouls is the most that either player has on either team. Beautiful drive by number 20. Brady just couldn't finish. It was too light off the end of the rim, but he's going to draw a foul off the rebound. That's going to go against number 23, Hanks, and he's in foul trouble now. He's got 3. Do you sit Hanks down in the third? What do? You leave him in?
Hey, David, what prevents that foul from happening?
Positioning.
Exactly. I knew. That's exactly where I was going. Like, you get inside and you box out. You don't go behind.
Not box out. He got behind the offensive player.
Yes.
He has a hand on his back. Now, granted, he probably gets the entire ball in that just because he's behind, but because he's behind, any sort of contact there is going to draw the foul.
Well, and he had his hand on his back.
Exactly.
In the middle of his back, and that's where you're going to get called for that foul. You're right. I think he got all ball, but when you get a hand in his back like that, you're going to get called every time. And you might not even have the hand in the back. You're going to get that call probably.
A 3-point lead for Aztec, trying to cut it to 2,
lane
and
violation.
he does. Oh,
yep,
lane violation on the shooter.
Yeah, he came. I watched him go right over the lane and try to get the rebound. So,
which a lot of people don't understand. The shooter does have to wait a half second longer than everybody else. Everybody else gets to go as soon as that ball is released. He has to wait until it touches the rim.
You can't turn and go. You getting pressed.
Yep, that's just a frustration move right there, as you can see it in Brooks's eyes, just like, oopsie, go get that fixed. It's a 27-24 lead for Aztec. Kirtland trying to tie this up, or at least bring it within one.
Yep.
Beautiful cut to the basket. Number 1, Acosta, with his first bucket here in the second half. He's got 4 points on the day. Here comes Phelps Steven in a hurry.
That was Hackis.
Hackis.
I'm sorry, Brooks. Hackis to Brooks is what I was trying to get out on that pass. That was a good job of, they just made that quick pass, and Hackis just dribbled right down the middle and broke that press. Most of the time they say pass through the press, but that'll work too right there.
Well, Hackis has done a fantastic job in this game and has stayed out of foul trouble up to this point. Nice defense by Hackis. Speaking of it, here's number 10, Lee with the left-hand dribble. Hackis, a 1-on-1. Now it's a 2-on-1, and he goes up strong. Missed the layup, but who's right there? Perez.
That kid is a rebounding machine today.
And he's got 7 points on the night. Here's Kirtland Steven.
That's what you want from your leaders. You want those guys to be in the trenches.
That was a nice take by Acosta. Valerio played pretty decent defense there. That was just a nice shot, and puts it up and in on that layup. Dangerous pass, but it'll get to Sosi. Almost loses the ball. Oh, my goodness.
That probably should have been an offensive.
Yeah, no doubt it should have been.
He totally shoved him down.
Here's Perez coming up with the rebound, is able to steal it away. They'll reset. Sosi about the free throw line, kicks it back out to Perez.
This is the other thing that you're going to see in here is you're going to see these two teams get chippy because this is a district game and they know it. He got away with one a second ago.
Yeah.
And
I
was always told the second person gets caught.
The retaliation got caught, didn't it?
Yep.
Well, who was the foul against?
It's going to be on number 10.
Against number 10 unless they come out with a double, which is very possible they do. It was a double-sided situation there.
Well,
and he did miss one. So
he's looking like he's going to get a foul call here.
So here it comes. Here's the call. 10 Black. He's the only one that gets called.
Okay. I think you're smart to pull out Sosi.
Yes.
He's got some frustration right now, and you can see it building. He needs to sit and steam off for a second.
Yeah, well, he did. The reason that who was at number 10, Lee, came back at him was because he's the one that got shoved down. Nice shot by Brooks off the glass. Don't you have to call that one?
When we played, you did.
That shot scared me a little bit. I did not think he was shooting that. He was splitting his stance and did not look like he was about to go up for a shot.
Yep, number 10 right there stuck his elbow out and hammered.
Another one for Landon Lee.
That goes back to that frustration comment earlier. Again, that's 2 in a row for him.
Yeah.
You're in a hard spot to pick up 2 quick ones right now in the third quarter. That's a dangerous place to be.
Well, it's a 31-28 lead for the Tigers here in the third period. 4:43 on the clock. Here's Hackis and the Tigers. Moving the ball around. Nice double team by Kirtland. Hands it off to Perez. Perez lost the handle on the ball, but the reason being he was fouled. 25, I'm sure, is going to get the call.
That's number 1.
I think it's 1, actually.
Ooh.
Angel Acosta.
Oh, so maybe the ball landed in Harrison's hands, but they give it to Acosta. That's his second. And that'll send Perez to the free throw line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. He was 1 for 1 thus far. He's got 7 points, making it look 8. Right hand dribble for Perez. Up, and it's good. So he's 2 for 2 at the free throw line for the Tigers, and Aztec struggled pretty heavily at the free throw line 2 days ago.
Yeah, they were right at 50%, and they got to the end of the game, and it dropped as they missed a few more, but got to make these free throws. They're important. Nice job by Perez as he hits the second one. Aztec leads 33-28. Got a small lead going, but Kirtland right back down there. And Aztec went back to that man-to-man defense. So going to have to move your feet and stay in front of your man.
Yeah, it's a good thing he wasn't looking at that cut because it was wide open.
Yep. And you know, Corley, whenever he coaches, that's his offense. You get that cutter, and that's what he's looking for, and it's usually wide open.
I got to give great effort for Kirtland there, too. That was a phenomenal effort play to save that ball going out.
Yeah, both these teams are scrapping it out right now.
Well, they're allowing these two teams to play physical. Beautiful pass from Hackis to Perez underneath, and Perez now has 11 points on the night, and it's a 35-28 lead for the Aztec Tigers with 3:41 on the clock. We're going to have a foul by Kirtland, and coach is going to have something to say to the officials at the same time. It's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 35-28 is the lead for Aztec.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
Handled it. It's 35-28 here in the third period. Aztec with the lead. Guys, it's been a battle back and forth. Would you agree that both teams did a pretty solid job of making adjustments at halftime?
Yeah, I think so. But like I said, Kirtland they're just struggling to get the ball in the basket, right? Like right there.
That was a good look. Shot. It just bounced in out.
I gotta tell you, Perez and Hackis have become quickly two of my favorite players in boys basketball this season. They play so hard. Missed the easy layup. Here is Perez strumming for the rebound.
That's a great effort play right there. I'm going to go back to that for Kirtland. It's fun basketball to watch when kids just go out and give everything they have on the floor. And that's all that was right there. Yeah. Rebounding is nothing more than positioning and effort.
What surprised me on that last shot, that ball came all the way down to the floor before nobody jumped up to get it at its highest point, and then there was a scramble on the floor for that. Nice inbounds play. Yep, that's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul on number 5, Valerio.
He's going to... So Valerio, what is his first of the night?
Number 25, Tyler Harrison, will step up to the line for his first free throws of the day. We are in the third period, 3:15 to go here in this third period. There's the first shot. It is up and good. We got Xavier Wilson coming into the game for Valerio.
And you know what's crazy on that one, and I'll say this, I really don't mind, is that actually shouldn't have counted. I don't know if you guys watched him as he takes this little step after he shoots. He actually crossed over before that touched any part of the net rim at all. But the official wasn't watching it.
Yep, he did it again right there. As soon as you said that, I watched it. You're right.
Well, Harrison's been to the free throw line twice tonight. He's 3 for 4. He's got 3 points, does Harrison, and it's a 5-point lead for the Tigers, 35-30. Steven, here's Hackis. He's making things happen tonight. For the Aztec Tigers.
Nice jumper from the corner off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Kirtland. And that's one of the few times I think Kirtland hasn't given up an offensive rebound.
Did you see how all of them were down there that time, though? That's probably the first time I've seen that, too.
Yeah, they were all down there ready for that rebound.
Missed a cut. That was wide open, too.
Saw that as well.
Nice pass.
Oh, just didn't finish. That was a great pass by Acosta, but Harrison just unable to finish the easy layup. That's that backboard thing you were talking about right there. Nice 3-point shot. Phelps nails it.
That's 5 points on the night for Phelps, and he did not hesitate taking that shot. Guys, there's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this third quarter. 38-30 is your lead. Beautiful drive through the lane took a shot, missed everything, goes out of bounds. It goes over to the Aztec Tigers. And back into the ball game is Phelps with 2 fouls. He's also a difference maker, guys, I feel. When Phelps is in the game, he's a difference maker for the Aztec Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, that D has done a good job of rotating these kids in and out tonight. There's a nice little take by Perez that made it look easy. They just kind of let him drive it right to the basket, and Aztec now goes up by 10. And you see the frustration setting in the Kirtland kids' faces. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
All right, we are back as the Aztec Tigers lead here 40-30 in the third period. Kirtland, right there, you can see the frustration is, and guys, my thought is they're probably extremely frustrated because they just cannot seem to hit a basket. I mean, and I know we keep going back to that, but they're getting good looks. Those cutters are open coming across the middle on the offensive end, and it's not like they're not getting good looks. They're just struggling to make that fall. Man, that might be some fatigue after playing 2 games in 2 days. I don't know.
Well, and finesse of laying the ball off. Look at that.
Same thing right there, though.
Yep, should have had an easier touch on the ball, went up too hard off the glass, and it was right off the front end of the rim. So got a foul here against the Aztec Tigers, and that's going to go against Perez, his second one of the game. As we got 1:39 left on the clock in the third period, it's a 40-30 lead for Aztec, 10-point lead. Here's Kirtland, guys.
Costa with the ball, swings it over to the far side of the court. Nice drive. Oh.
That's 2 in a row on him.
Yeah, that's his third foul.
That's going to be that body contact right there. It's not, again, I think he gets the ball. I think it's just that he got beat. And there's just enough of that lead where if there's any sort of contact and that kid slows down at all, which he did going up for that layup, any body contact is going to draw that foul.
Well, see, in my opinion, those are preventable fouls. You move your feet and you play defense. And I really like Perez, but I think he wants the opportunity to try to swat the ball.
Yep.
And that'll get you just like that one did. And a lot of times he's able to get up high enough to do that, but when you're not, that's what happens.
Well, and the reality of it is too is Aztec could prevent those cuts if they would just play ball side, help side defense. But they're so far behind that when they cut, they're already back. Those cuts aren't going off of screens or anything. They're just coming off of cuts.
Yeah, you're right.
Which I just noticed that Perez has 3 now, so you kind of have that conversation of, do we need to keep him in the game for this last minute of the third, or do we pull him out and make sure he doesn't get a fourth?
Exactly.
Have an issue in the fourth quarter.
You need him at the end of this game. You do not want him picking up enough fourth. Oh goodness, Brooks just got caught flat-footed, and Acosta takes it to the basket. That was an easy drive up the lane, and Aztec, the wheels just kind of coming off here all of a sudden.
That almost fell too.
And that's Phelps got the hand on the foul, and that's going to be his third. And and that's the one thing.
He needs to be careful too, because he's about to get popped.
Yeah, he is.
Because he can't stop talking. Yep. He's so worried about thinking he's innocent, and you fouled the kid. It is what it is. It's okay. It's not the end of the world.
He's not going to reverse the call.
Exactly. And the only thing you're going to do is get yourself in more trouble because you keep throwing your hands, you keep complaining about the calls.
Yep.
It's not your job to call the game. It's your job to play basketball. Let's play basketball.
Well, we got to talk to Grandma earlier, and she's like, yeah, we're going to straighten this kid out because, he's such a good athlete out there, and if he just kind of gets the headspace part taken care of just understanding, I committed the foul, let me just take it, and we'll move on and keep playing your game because he's dominant out there when he is. He gets rebounds, he gets excellent blocks, and who was that against again? Phillips?
Lane violation on Phelps, so he's going to get another chance at that second free throw that he missed.
Wow. Yep. He's coming out.
D's going to pull him out.
Coach D's
hopefully
like
try and get him in a better headspace.
So now number 21 comes in for Phelps. It's Brock Reynolds. And now number 15, and Charlie gets another opportunity to make another free throw. He took 3 of them. And
another lane violation on the shooter that time.
So no good.
oh,
That's 2 lane violations in a row, and I bet you that's the same thing we talked about on the last free throw for Kirtland, is they're just taking that extra step across.
well, and it was Brady the last time who stepped over. So there you go. Yep, that was the same guy that keeps falling over the line after he takes up the free throw shot. So, hey guys, we got a 5-point lead for the Tigers. It's 40-35 with 50 seconds to go in the third. Here comes the Tigers. Open 3-point look. Nope, held up. No, he's going to shoot the 2-point shot. He had an open look, but the shot did not look very good. And now here comes the Kirtland Central with the floater. They're going to miss one, although it's rebounded, and they miss that shot. Rebounded Kirtland again. Aztec not boxing out, and finally get the third opportunity, maybe even the 4th opportunity for the rebound. And now here comes the Tigers with 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's where Kirtland is struggling right now. 3 offensive opportunities, and I'm talking right by the basket. Nothing, didn't come up with anything.
Perez is an absolute animal in this game tonight. Hey, I don't even know. I would love to know how many rebounds that young man has tonight, because it's well over double digits. I mean, he's got to be in the 10 to 15 realm of rebounds in this game. 5 seconds left. Here comes Kirtland. They're going to have to get rid of it. Here's the shot. Good! That's 2 last-minute shots Kirtland has sunk in this game.
That's a what, 8-0 run for Kirtland?
Yeah, they were down by 10, and now they're down by 2.
That's a game changer right there.
Yes.
Well, how do you defend against that? You know what I mean? Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
All right, folks, we are back. We've got 8 minutes to go in this game. Aztec was up by 10 points. And at one point, probably with about a minute and a half left in that quarter, and Kirtland draws it to within 2 right at the end of the quarter. So we have a game on our hands here as we go into this 4th quarter.
Traveling violation against Aztec right off the bat, too.
Well, guys, we got a quick text message coming in. Wishing the best of luck to all the Aztec Tiger boys. Cheering for you all the way from Wyoming, and we'll be watching online. Alejandro, we love you so much. Go number 5. So Wyoming checking in today's game. Steven, we love to hear from them at 505-701-2222. It actually makes me wonder if that is Grandma and Gramps checking in from Wyoming.
Oh, well, that's why Miss Valerio came over and got the phone number.
That's right. So, that is Valerio's side of the family. So that is a different text message coming in. So you're right, because the grandparents from Wyoming are actually, they sent it in for the girls' game. This is a different grandparent group, I'm assuming. So here is Kirtland Central at the free throw line, and he can actually tie this game up with 2 made free throws. Here's the first one. It's good. That's number 11, Dan. And what does he do? He makes sure he doesn't fall over the free throw line this time. He's got 10 points on the day. He was held scoreless in the third, got his first point here in the fourth, looking to tie it up here. It's 40-39. Short off the end of the rim, rebounded, which we haven't seen a whole lot of Sosi guys in this game lately. Oh,
yeah,
court violation.
He did. He stepped back court.
He sure did. completely stepped over the line while he had the ball, and it'll be an unforced turnover by the Aztec Tigers. They'll hand it over to Kirtland Central. They've got a 1-point lead with 7:23 here to go. And here comes the Kirtland Central Broncos. Steven, as they've stepped up, it seems like they've amped it up, and they've gotten all the momentum on their side right now.
No box out there.
Yeah, that'll lead to a third offensive attempt.
That probably should have been a foul.
Should have been, absolutely.
Hengst is really bad about trying to swat that ball. He got lucky there that he didn't get away with one, and right there, Aztec gives up the ball again on another turnover, and it's just, if you're Coach D, you got to be extremely frustrated. You know, like, how many of these do we have to give before we stop doing that? Just unforced errors. Here comes Kirtland, Aztec, and man-to-man. There's that cutter. Hackus did a good job of cutting the cut that time, or protecting the cut that time.
Well, and that's the reality. If they just get in front of that cutter, then there's no pass to make.
Oh, he got hammered.
Late foul called.
He got hammered on that play, but there's two different Aztec players that hit him, so let's see who they give it to. Is it number 10?
Against Christian. Yep.
It is.
That's his first.
He's done a good job staying out of foul trouble.
Well, that whole thing was caused because Sosi got caught flat-footed and let his guy go to the basket. You got to move your feet. Stay in front of that guy. Do not let him go around you like that. That one is up, and it is good. That'll tie the game.
Ball game.
Well, and that's Dan's first free throw made. He's at 11 points tonight for Kirtland Central. As we're tied up 40-40, he could give Kirtland the lead with the made free throw here.
He is 5 for 7 from the line. That's a really good percentage. That's what you need. Those come in handy right now, don't they? Those free throws, and there's another turnover.
I was going to say, that's the difference in the game right now is free throws shot and free throws made.
Yep, absolutely it is.
Well, I think right now would be a good time for Coach to get Hackus out of the game, let him reset right now. He's extremely frustrated. He threw that ball completely out of bounds, and here's a deep three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Hackus, and actually he didn't have to do a whole lot to it. Here's Perez, who can make things happen. Hackus now on the top side. Key 6:28 left in this game, guys. It's a 1-point lead for Kirtland, almost a turnover by Aztec. He's going to call a jump ball right there. I mean, Kirtland had touched the basketball for like a half a second, and that was an early call. I'm just going to call that right there, guys.
That was a quick whistle.
That was way too fast by that official. 41-40. Steven, here comes Kirtland.
Yeah. This is, if you're Aztec, move your feet. If you got to back off a little bit, but don't let them drive to the basket. Yep, and Hengst.
He's reaching in there.
I know he always gets like upset, but man, he's aggressive on defense, and yeah, when you got a hand on him like that, the refs are going to start calling that.
I got to tell you too, nothing drives me crazier, guys, as a coach, being an old coach, when you see players throwing their hands in the air. That drives me nuts. Just take the foul or the strike call or whatever you're doing and move on with your game. Kirtland Central trying to get something going. They got a 1-point lead. They're trying to get some separation here against Aztec. Here's a left-hand dribble, kicks it back out to Acosta. They'll move the ball around. It's Brady now. Brady left-hand dribble, looking for the lane, pushes back.
It's a pretty big speed mismatch here. He's going to go.
Yeah. You called it. Open three-point shot. Nope. This is open. Missed by number 20, Brady.
Ooh, he called it a jump.
Jump ball between Perez and Harrison. Does it go to Aztec?
I can't believe they called it a jump ball.
Aztec. I know. He tied that up from behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a rough one to call a jump right there.
Yeah. I thought it was a foul call, and then you said jump ball.
5:31 left to go, guys. 41-40 is the lead for Kirtland Central, but Aztec moving the ball. I thought that was a travel. I thought they were going to hit him for that.
I will say I do like that Kirtland's coming out in a full court press right now. They are trying to put pressure and make Aztec make the mistake.
Nice pass.
On the floor, that's going to go against Acosta. Should be his third of the game. Let's see if they give it to him, and they do. David, I wanted to ask you a question. This must be an initiative with the officials this year. I've noticed when they say when that horn hits from a timeout, you better get on the court and get ready. We noticed over in Kirtland that these officials were they don't even wait for these teams anymore. They put the ball on there and they blow the whistle, and if you miss, you miss. I mean, is that a new initiative this year?
It's not necessarily anything new. It's always been in the rules, but the reality of it is there's been so many issues in the past because what happens is every timeout you have 2 buzzers. That was a great finish by Edgar. Phenomenal finish. Yeah. You have 2 buzzers on a timeout, though. You have one at either 10 seconds or 15 seconds, depending on the timeout. That is the buzzer for you to wrap it up, start your break, and get kids onto the floor. And by that second buzzer, that ball is technically supposed to be live. And we've had so many issues in the past, and this is just from an officiating perspective of if you give an inch, they will take a mile. Yes. Coaches like to talk to their teams. They like to try and prep for what's to come.
A little bit more.
Exactly. So, it's part of it, and especially for a tournament like what we're in now, is these guys have another, 6 games today. So trying to stay on time with that is part of it, I'm sure. But even the other aspect of it is, hey, we're here to play a game. You called your timeout. Don't take advantage.
Oh, goodness. Why are we making that pass? Sorry. It's just you get the ball, you get a nice rebound, and then you just throw the ball away. It's like in soccer, we say take your space. If there's nobody in front of you, just dribble the ball. Let everything clear out.
Yep. Oh. Foul called against Sosi. He's reaching in there. He's just not quite quick enough for him.
Well, that's a matchup that Kirtland is absolutely taking advantage. In my opinion, you got to get Phelps in there to cover him up. I mean, you got to get athleticism matching athleticism.
That's the hard part about having a bigger body in there. You love that bigger body on defense because it takes up space and it's big and doesn't move much. But
and if you remember, David, he covered up number 3, who was looked like all-world basketball player from Ignacio. 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago did Phelps. He did a good job covering him up.
Yep, he did. That was a phenomenal
That shot
finish.
Was made by
Ethan Begay, number 5.
There you go. Begay gets another one in.
Through some heavy traffic, too.
4 points on the night for him. Here's Acosta missing the wide open layup. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say off of Aztec. Number 5, Valerio, right there to battle for it. Guys, it's a 43-42 lead from Kirtland. 3:59. Turnovers have absolutely been an issue in this game for both of these teams, but more so those easy open shots, what Steven and I like to call out-on-out plays, have just not been made by either team tonight, and that's the difference.
You're like right there, he was shooting to get fouled instead of shooting to make the basket, and he missed that layup. You got to shoot to make the basket, not worry about the foul. Good defense by Perez. Moved his feet, kept his arms up. I like that no call right there.
Beautiful no-look bounce pass. Wide open look for Valerio. Missed it, but
great rebound.
Guess who's there? Hackis.
And this is why it's important that Hackis isn't in foul trouble. You need him in the game right now, and that's why.
But guys,
Perez, that was a cheap foul. He reached in and poked at it. That's going to give him his 4th foul.
That was a body block. He had his leg in the wrong spot.
Yep.
Well, you got to keep him in the game if you're going to win this game, and you got to keep Phelps in here. If you notice, since Phelps came into this game, you haven't seen 25 with 1 bucket, not even close to the rim. He doesn't have a lot of points, does Harrison, but he's made a lot of noise below the rim for Kirtland Central. Here's the first free throw. It's up, and it's good. Old school bank shot by Acosta. Do you guys think he called it? Did he call bank on that one?
In his head, he did. Yeah, Kirtland, I have to give them credit. They are hitting their free throws when they. What did he call?
Lane violation on number 20.
Wow, he did. So that's all. It's a tie game now, 44-44. Guys, I mean, that's a basic 101 mistake, though, correct? I mean, you just can't make those mistakes on a free throw of all things.
And it's not like that's their first one of the night. This is a consistent, ever-growing problem for them right
now. Nice take by Perez. Here comes Kirtland. Man, we got a game. 44-46, 3 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter as Aztec and Kirtland just keep battling back and forth. This is where it's going to be real important to not let that cutter go by. Oh, and he steps out of bounds. And man, it's like you see these momentum changes right at the end of the third. Kirtland, they had all the momentum, and now all of a sudden it feels like it's shifted the other direction. It's like Kirtland's having things just go awry here in the last couple minutes.
Well, and part of that is just the game of basketball. Basketball is a game of runs.
Oh.
It's not like you have a football situation where someone's got the ball, someone doesn't. It's a game of runs, and wherever that momentum goes, that's usually where the points go.
That should have been a travel as his feet slid underneath him. Here's an open three-point shot. No good. Should be a foul against number 22. Hooked him in Brooks. That's Brooks' first foul. David, being a basketball coach and a basketball player, this is one of your favorite sports. I've always said, if you're going to foul somebody down low to make sure they don't make the shot. These ones off of the perimeter that nobody's driving to the lane or anything, those kind of fouls to me would drive me nuts as a coach, but I'm okay with the foul to the lane. What do you say on that take?
I was always a fan of, and granted, I shouldn't say a fan of, it sounds bad when I say that, but if you're going to foul someone, you need to foul someone. They should not have a chance to get that off for a point. You don't want to ever foul someone and be able to send to the line for one, right? If you're going to foul someone, they need to go shoot for two. And you want to reduce those cheap, quick fouls where you're just not in position, you're not doing your job, right? Those are what kill good teams, right? You go watch the state championships, the 4As, the 5As, and the 6As. Those fouls are almost non-existent. And when they happen, it's usually either intentional or it's just someone got out of place.
Good point.
Oh, another bad pass. Phelps, he likes to do those cross-court passes like that. Cannot do that, and that's going to put, was that number 11? Was that
11,
Dan?
yes.
Dan with another shot.
And Kirtland's going to go up two now.
Yep.
2 minutes left.
Good job.
16 points for Dan. Here's Phelps. Missed the wide open layup. Got it. The rebound. Missed it again. Now Hackus will clean it up. He gets the rebound and puts it in. And Hackus now with 12 points on the night for the Aztec Tigers.
Well, Kirtland had bad position right there. They gave up three or four shots right there till Aztec put it in.
3 total. Yep.
Oh, get that out of here, Perez says. Beautiful spot by number 20. Brady says, hey, thanks for the easy pass, guys. I'm going to sink this 2-point jumper. And it's a 2-point lead by Kirtland, 50-48, guys. A minute 20. That's all the time in the world, isn't it?
It is a long time in a basketball game.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
And now here's the chess games that are going to start with the timeouts with the minute 12 left to go. We'll take a minute ourselves. Was it a minute timeout?
Yep, I think it was a full timeout.
So we'll take a minute here ourselves. We'll be right back. Listen to Desert Sports Live.
Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
Getting down close here. We got a text message coming in from a Kirtland Central Bronco fan. It's Go Broncos. Mom cheering on for Lee from work. She's got to be talking about Landon Lee, number 10, who's had a fantastic game tonight for Kirtland Central. He's got 7 points. And now here's KC to inbound the ball.
I will say they missed the Hail Mary pass there. It was open. And they're going to start calling this game tight. Yep. Be ready to see some fouls. You wouldn't always call fouls, but with the game this close, especially with these two teams, it's going to be quick. And with Aztec already at 5 fouls, Kirtland will go to the line every time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Is it's killer because they get to shoot every time now.
And I expect Kirtland to probably drive every single time. If they have a close someone close on defense, they're probably going to push the lane. they are going to want to take advantage of all of those foul calls.
That was Begay missed his first free throw, and you weren't lying. That was pretty, that almost looked like zero contact to me call. Very ticky-tack call, but you're right. It's going to be called like that towards the end. 1:07 left. Here's a second free throw. That one goes in for Begay, and he's got 5 points on the night. And now here comes Aztec, Steven. They're down by 3.
Yep. Oh, Perez cut. I'm glad he didn't throw that, though, because I think somebody would have stepped in the passing lane. He wanted it, but
Kirtland's going to stand.
Oh, there's that cross-court pass.
Wow.
Oh, good.
Great awareness to get rid of that ball by him.
Good job by Dan as he just goes down and throws it to Begay for the easy bucket on the other end. And now Kirtland leading by 5.
Call a timeout, Aztec. Reset. Nope. We're going to shoot the ball. Shoot it again. Missed. Rebounded Kirtland. I mean, I would have called a timeout right there. Reset some plays. You're only down 53-48. You're going to run out of time.
Especially with 3 timeouts.
You're going to run out of time here is Aztec. Ball still on the court. See, this is wiping out all the time here. Huge mistake by Aztec. They let about 50 seconds run off the clock before this was up. I mean,
it's not. I'm not going to say that sealed it, especially with 3 timeouts. That was smart of Kirtland's coach to call a timeout and get his team set and go, okay, let's calm down. We have the lead. We're 15 seconds left. Here's what we need to do. Expect the quick foul from Aztec. They're going to come out and foul. They have to at this point. So who do you want to get the ball to? Your best player.
I like that. That's that basketball mind over here from David. Steven, I mean, Aztec, you got to be careful fouling. As David already mentioned, you're going to take them to the line, but you don't have any other choice but to foul. You can't let them drive and get an easy bucket up in the lane. How do you think Aztec plays it here with Coach D?
Well, they're going to have to foul immediately. I mean, you don't have a choice.
Yep.
That ball comes in, you're going to have to foul because you can't burn any more clock.
I think you got to figure out who they're going to want to try and get the ball to. And I'm going to say that it's probably going to be 5 or 11, which means I am playing hard deny defense on those 2 specifically. And I'm hoping to foul either 20 or 25, just knowing that they cross the line every time they shoot the free throw.
Oh, it's going to get quite interesting. And here's Aztec. They're going to bring in Phelps. A little shocked he wasn't out there to begin with. You need that young man on the floor, no doubt about it. And here comes Kirtland. They're going to try to
wasting time. Yeah.
I mean, we were a ticky-tack call earlier, and he's been grabbing him for about 3 seconds, and the official finally calls the foul.
That's 4 seconds off the clock. Like that's
5.
That's what Kirtland wants to do right now. They want to spend time.
You know, I almost wonder if that was a strategic move right there because they threw it to Perez's player, and he had 4 fouls, and he had to make that foul, and that gets him out of the game.
Smart.
It worked. If that was the case, it worked. And you got to have Perez out of this game. He's too big of an impact player as number 20, Colin Brady, gets his free throw up and good.
Well,
he's got 11.
Aztec is looking at a spot right now where they have to have 2 threes, and they have to have them quick. And now it's a 7-point game. So you got to move that ball up the floor. And I got to tell you right now, the way that they just came out of that break, they are not ready to go.
No, they're done.
Oh, man, that should probably be intentional.
Yeah. At this point in the game, I don't even know if you make that foul.
Well, but I think he fouled out, didn't he? Hanks fouled out. He's got to stay on the court, though.
Yeah, there was no, I don't know.
Hanks, you got to stay on the court there, pal. You can't step off. Well, he stepped off. All right. So they're going to bring in number 13, who doesn't check in.
Jacob Barron.
Barron coming in. Now he's checked in, so he's ready to go. And they're going to send number 1, Angel Acosta, to the free throw line. He's got 9 points tonight, guys, but can you say he's made a bigger impact than what the 9 points is showing for Kirtland Central tonight?
Absolutely. Well, and you're going to see Kirtland's coach right now. He is talking to that official, asking him why he did not call that intentional. There was no play on the ball. And he is absolutely right. It should have been. That's a dangerous foul.
Yep, he's given him an earful. Rebounded Kirtland. And that's going to end this game, and Kirtland's going to go on to win 55-48. And Kirtland will get a game win in here. So let's just take care of one piece of business here, Steven, and we're going to have our Desert Sports Live player of the game. And it looks like number 11, Isaiah Dan, the junior for Kirtland Central. In my opinion, Steven, what do you think? I mean, he played out of his mind tonight.
Well deserved.
Yeah, that absolutely. That was exactly who I was thinking of whenever you brought it up, was Isaiah Dan. He had a great game, did a good job for his team, and man, it was a tough game, but right now you can see you have a good idea of where you stand in district right now after this game, and both of these teams, they have room for improvement, and it's things that can be easily fixed. So that's the good news.
And I'll say, too, this was both of their best games this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
It was.
Well, a lot of improvement out of Aztec. I think we both would agree. A lot of things to clean up, but a lot more improved team tonight. They started improving yesterday as well. Thursday was a different story. They look like a completely different team today, but congratulations to both of these teams in Kirtland Central for getting their second win of the season. Congratulations to the junior, number 11, Isaiah Dan, for beating our Desert Sports Live player of the game. So, Steven, any final words?
Nope, just want to say appreciate all of you guys tuning in and listening, and we will be back this evening for the girls game at 6 o'clock.
All right, for David, the athletic director, David Sweet. Sorry, I was trying to look it down on the court. David Sweet, the athletic director, Stephen Parks, and our production team, Corey Kitchens and Jacob Olguin. Albert Velarde, thanks for rocking out with Desert Sports Live. We want to wish everybody a safe trip. We'll be back at 5:30 tonight, pending all the games go as supposed to as scheduled, but we'll be here for the 6 o'clock championship game for the girls. It'll be the Aztec Tigers taking on the Pedro Vista Lady Panthers. God bless everybody. We're out.
We believe that every child deserves the best start in life, and we're committed to providing a safe, nurturing, and fun environment where your little ones can grow, learn, and thrive. Join the Kitty Camp family today, where smiles, learning, and love are always in abundance.
American Equipment Manufacturing is a local business based in Farmington that specializes in the manufacturing of oil field equipment. Our extensive production facility allows us to provide high-quality products that meet the industry standards and industry knowledge.
Looking for quality fencing? Hornet Fence has you covered. Residential, commercial, and industrial fence, gate, and gate operator sales and service. We do it all, where we carry the largest inventory of fencing supplies in the Four Corners area. Hornet Fence, helping you secure the nest.